Alright guys, welcome back to How to Speedrun the Wind Waker. This is the Japanese tuner, part 2. It's going to go from Windfall 1, which is where we are now after this cutscene, up until Northern Triangle Island. So, if you will, bear with me now. So, we're going to go through this cutscene now. Okay, there's something I should mention, since we're getting close to the end of this cutscene. This cutscene is really long in English, but in Japanese it's relatively short, so what I like to do during this cutscene is I like to turn the camera, I like to hold the C stick to the right, so that way it's facing away from Coral, and I like to hold up with the control stick, so that way Link, he basically heads away from the camera, like directly away from it. He's not angled or anything like that. So that's what I like to do. I like to pull out my sword and then do 3 rolls into the cutscene, as fast as possible. So you'll see what I mean now. I'm gonna turn my camera and then hold forward and then pull my sword and roll. Like that. I don't know if that's the most optimal way, but that's what I do. So if you have less than 80 rupees, you would probably take your chances at these flowers and try to get rupees out of them. But luckily we have more than 80 rupees, so or you would have to get rupees from these pots here. And there's 5 in them each, so in this pot, and then there's 5 in this pot right here. In this part, right? But now that we have over 80, we can just go ahead and talk to Zinari and get the sale. And that's the sale. Alright, so now we're just gonna go head off this way. Coral is on this, or as soon as you jump over here, Coral's in this little alcove, so I like to just look forward and then come up here, and then he automatically talks to you, so. You can either equip the sail now on whatever button you prefer, Y, Z, or X. My preference is X because it's like, in my opinion, it's the shortest button from like the A button, so it is really just your preference. It's whatever you like. No button is better than the other. So go ahead and equip it on whatever you'd like, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it qualified. Alright, so now there's a trick called sail pumping, and it saves approximately like a minute and a half throughout the entire run. Each quadrant it saves probably like 6 to 7 seconds, I think. And it's pretty annoying because I see a lot of people who are trying to learn this game and they don't know how to properly sail pump, and they'll just spam it like this. And that's not optimal at all. You don't want to do that. The reason you don't want to do that is because how you sail pump is you're doing this, and you're looking for this. Like, you can see Coral like getting a small little boost of like speed every time that you pull out the sail. Like the front of the boat just gets a little push like that. That's the goal of it, and you want to do that as fast as possible, with like still being able to get that little push. So you're gonna want to find your own little rhythm, but it's what I like to do is I like to just time it like 1 every second or something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. And along the way, what I like to do, or I guess it's like once every half a second, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna collect rupees along the way, and there's this little mini game, it's called the barrel game, and so we're gonna go ahead and collect rupees. It's 5 green rupees, 5 blue rupees, and then 5 yellow rupees. But how you initiate it is you go through the middle of these 2 barrels, and then the rupees will start popping up. And if you miss a rupee, the barrels will stop popping up, so you don't want to miss any. And in between each barrel, you're going to want to save pumps to keep, like, the time saved, I guess. So that was 5 green rupees. And now we're just going to start collecting the 5 blue rupees. There's not really an optimal way to do this. I just see a lot of runners do it their own way, I guess. So it's really, again, like your own preference and how you like to do it. So that was the blue rupees, and now we're just gonna click the yellow ones. And at the end of this, you're gonna want like at least 70. Like the more the better, or like you want to have like at least 70. Like I said, if the 80 or the last one is all the way over there, you can just do it without getting the last one.
Alright.
Okay, so now we're at the Wind Waker. This is, in my opinion, the most broken item in the game. We just have to do the Wind Waker trial, I guess. And you just play the whatever the note it is with the C stick, if it's 3x3 or 1/3 or whatever it is. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And you just follow the prompt on the bottom of the screen. So it's up, down, right. And now this is a 4/4, so we're going to hold left on the control stick, and then we're going to follow the notes on the bottom. Okay, and that was it. So now we're going to get the Wind Waker now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over this way, and we're going to get storage for the first time. So what I like to do is I like to just roll, like line myself up with this rock, roll, and then like as Link is in midair, I like to pull the Wind Waker out like this. So now we're just gonna go ahead and get storage. And when you have storage, go ahead and talk to Coral and roll for this tunnel. Alright, so now that we're here, I like to pull my Wind Waker out there, so that way I can just scroll through the first text box like as fast as I can. These stairs, if you roll into them, you'll bonk on each set, so I like to roll after I walk on the very last, like that. Now this trick is called Zepho's Skip. There's a cutscene in, like if you're just going to do this normally, there's a cutscene here. But you can actually get rid of that cutscene by having a text box with the green swirl at the bottom activated, I guess. Like if you can like cancel the text with any action button, which is B or A. I think you can do it with start, but I'm not sure. But how you do it is you walk up to the stone, the one on the right, and if you can tell, Link is his head is turned to the left or facing the left. And he is like looking at the other statue. You don't want to do that. You want Link to be looking at the one directly in front of him. So you want to get as close as possible to where you can cancel the text and you can read this stone at the same time. So you're going to press A to read it and to cancel the text at the same time. So now Link is invisible, and we're just going to go and walk to the left a little bit and then pull out the Wind Waker. Don't do anything else, just pull out the Wind Waker. And you should hear that sound, and then you're just going to play the notes on the stone. So it's up, left, right. Alright, so now that we successfully did Zepho Skip, and what it does is it like turns this stone invisible, but as you can tell, I can still bonk into it, so it still is there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get storage here and super swim away to Northern Triangle Island. Alright, so now that we have storage, we're just gonna go ahead and super swim around. For this super swim, what's really important is not the speed, it's more important to get a good angle. So what I like to do is I like to angle Link like slightly directly lined up with that last pillar on the right of the rock, and then like, or slightly right of it, I guess. And then we're just gonna go ahead and buffer for a good frame and then release. This should be good. So we got a little bit too much to the right, so we're gonna go ahead and fix our angle and then come into the island. And then we're just gonna go ahead and get storage here again, but I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel it off here because, or end the video here, because the next super swim is, in a lot of runners' opinions, the hardest super swim in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here until the next part. So I guess for now, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. So until next time, see you guys later.